and I might need to hold on to the show until I got my ARC readers because I'm like, once the book's out there, it's protected. But the story is so weird because they're like, okay, Prometheus, trying to get back. Like Zeus was like, oh, we like these people that you created, Prometheus, but they're living too long and they're a little too much like us. So like, they're gonna have to worship us, and they got to die in like 100 years or so or less. And then Prometheus, to get back at Zeus, plays a trick on him and then also sneaks into the workshop of Hephaestus and steals fire and gives it to humanity so they can cook food. And I always thought that fire was just such a loosely disguised metaphor for like divine light, almost like a Holy
Mm-hmm.
Spirit type thing. That like, hey, there's something within you that is like, like it's not the Greeks who are coming down to earth in disguise as gods. It's like you human beings are the thing that's in disguise and don't know what you are. And that divine light is like that little spark of like, oh, we're star people having a bodily experience. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's what he was punished for. Because it was like, oh, you taught them how to cook food. We're going to chain you to a rock for eternity.
Yep.
And like, like it seems a little excessive for teaching someone how to use a stove.
Absolutely. I was listening to something else recently, probably last night or the night before. Um, and it was about the profound lesson of learning that like each individual is so much more than how they even define themselves and
Mm,
just contains so many more multitudes than any other individual can know about them and just
right.
kind of how tragic that is. But not to be a downer, but I love talking about stuff like that.
No, there was okay. I heard this thing, and I don't know if it's true. I don't even care if it's true. It's so powerful that I do not care if it's a real story. But there was this weird little folklore about someone found like an alien on the side of the road who was like horribly injured. And it was like a small town. He called like the local doctor, and the local doctor and his assistant tried to work on this alien to save its life. And the alien spoke to them telepathically and said, I weep for you, human beings, for you do not know what you are and what you could be. And I was like, I don't care if that story's like literally true. I know symbolically it is the truest statement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Like it hurt
oh
your
my God.
heart.
Yeah, we're so simple minded in our thinking. And I mean, why not? It's kind of constructed that way. We got bills to pay and bodies that need to eat and we need to sleep and we're lonely and trying to find love and we got, I don't know, mental health issues and life is hard and the future's scary and oh, we screwed up something 5 years ago and we
Yeah.
don't know what 5 years from now and we're eventually going to die and like, whoa, what does that mean? Um, like no wonder we're so tiny.
Yeah.
But oh my God, like within every human being is like there is something extraordinary that the only reason that they're not extraordinary is because they do not know about it. And like everything is relative, right? Like, oh, I'm average, but like, okay, is it the average lion not like just this incredible, like the average giraffe, the average elephant, the average whale is like, oh, it's average. I'm like, yo, like just the thing is extraordinary.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to do anything, doesn't even have to try. It just is, right? And like human beings struggle with this just is thing. Like the best moments of your life are like sitting down at the dinner table with your family. And it's like something that everyone has access to, everyone can have. It's not reserved for some and not others. You don't have to earn it per se. And because it's so obvious, totally invisible. And that's like the story of a human being. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I think going
Yeah.
through life with like retaining a sense of wonder is so difficult to do this day and age, but it's
Yeah.
the thing that kind of makes us us.
I think so. I mean, we got our unique passions in the art. And I mean, biblically, they're like, hey, if you want to get into heaven, you got to be a child again. And I feel like Carl Jung, that was very important to him is like understanding like part of getting old is also getting young again in your spirit, like
Pun
reconnecting.
intended.
Yeah, for real. Oh, Carl Jung. Young gets old. But like reconnecting with that childlike element, right? That's like, God, the world is infinite possibilities. And, like what adult is going to like pick up a leaf in the yard and stare at it and be like,
Yeah.
oh my, the intricacy.
I think he embraced that too, didn't he? Like toward the end, like he was
I think,
embracing that creative process.
oh, I think he had to lose his mind to find himself. There's this book, I've been meaning to read it called The Red Book. And it's like almost like a psychedelic journey without psychedelics, or, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
all dreams and it's like, but I feel like he needed to take that shamanistic inner journey and like walk through Hades to find paradise and then come back and give it to us kind of thing. But he had to lose his mind to find profound truth that he could share for generation.
Yeah, I wonder if that's true of like all great creators, whether it's art or writing or anything like that. Do you have to fall to like some kind of emotional depth or lose something or like,
Oh,
yeah.
I'll tell you a good one here. So many profound artists throughout history all had near-death experiences or out-of-body experiences of some sort. So there
Mhm.
was this the show called the NA or OA. It was like the original Angel, and the weird like
That
this
was
doc.
so good.
Okay, I'm surprised they didn't bring it back, but okay, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Hemingway, out of body experiences. Dostoevsky, out of body experiences. Beethoven was like an epileptic. Like everywhere you look, even the guy who did Jeff Caviezel did Passion of the Christ, he died on an operating table, like watched himself for a few minutes. And then he goes into this role, and it's like there is something about like you touch this other realm or you disconnect from this one, and like you come back and like the whole premise of this OA show is like this doctor was trying to find the key to immortality, but he would look for extraordinary art that was like beyond what people in this world were capable of. Like a violin player that just has a thing that is so soulful and so real that he knows that this person has left here and come back. But there is a real, real thing in that historically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I go hard. You're bringing out the best in me here. I
I love it.
honestly, this is all I want to talk about, all I want to write about.